This is TechCrunch. Sometimes you can only spot what's wrong when you've been part of the process for a while. And that was the case for Michelle Lim, who, while running Warp's growth marketing effort earlier this year, realized that the company was not updating its website quickly enough. She noticed that potential customers were asking ChatGPT and other AI bots all kinds of questions about Warp's offering, but the information they sought, such as how the product compared with a newer competitor, was not available on the startup's website. Lim felt that this content gap would become even more critical as next gen AI agents began actively crawling the internet to gather intelligence for users. It was clear that Warp needed to add more content, but making and uploading each additional web page was a time consuming task involving a design agency and multiple people across different departments. She told TechCrunch, marketers just can't wait 1 month for design and development teams to build the page. With AI engines, you need to be producing content a lot faster than before to capture your consumer demand. Lim, who had long planned to launch a startup, recognized that this was fast becoming a problem that needed solving. So, in March, she co founded Flint, an AI platform that lets you set up websites that update themselves. Joining her in the effort was Max Levinson, an engineer who previously led the simulation and infrastructure teams for autonomous vehicle startup Neuro. On Tuesday, Flint emerged from stealth mode with $5 million in seed funding. The investment was led by Accel and saw participation from Sheryl Sandberg's fund, Sandberg Bernthal Venture Partners, and existing backer Neo. Flint's goal is to create websites that continuously optimize themselves, perform their own A/B tests, and dynamically learn from both visitors and market trends, such as a sudden interest in a specific keyword. Flint also aims to generate pages customized to each visitor, much like how Amazon shows you customized product recommendations. Now, that said, Flint's technology is not ready to do all of that just yet. Lim said, for now, users still have to tell us what they want to build. In its current form, once the parameters are set, Flint can automatically generate a web page's design and layout, interactive elements like tables and buttons, and also offer form tracking and ad optimization. Lim claims the platform can do all of this in about a day, though she did not give any more details. She said, at this point, customers provide their own copy. She added that while Flint's content writing functionality is roughly a year away, future versions will give customers the option to have AI write the text. Even without that, Lim claims that whipping up a page with all of the necessary components in a day is already a big time saver for its customers. Flint says it doesn't design sites or vibe code anything. For existing websites, its technology analyzes the look and feel to build and deploy fully coded web pages that are consistent with the design. The startup is already working with customers like Cognition, Modal, and Graphite, for whom it has created live pages. Flint's ambition is to help marketers at rapidly growing startups and Fortune 500 companies increase their websites' visibility and create content. The focus on selling to CMOs is what made Lim so excited to have Sheryl Sandberg join as an investor. She said, I like to think of her as someone who has influenced the way the internet has monetized over the past decade. According to Lim, Sandberg instantly understood Flint's vision. I was showing her this deck, and I was sharing how in my personal experience it took 5 teams 3 months to build one A/B test just to increase conversion by 10% on our Google ad. And then she stopped me and said, Michelle, it was 140 people at Meta who had to do this. Coco Robotics, a startup known for its fleet of last-mile delivery bots, is looking to get more information out of the 5 years' worth of data its robots have collected. Its answer? A physical AI lab with UCLA professor Bolei Zhao at the helm. Coco Robotics, which made the announcement Tuesday, said Zhao has also joined the LA-based startup as chief AI scientist. When the company launched in 2020, it used teleoperators to help the bots navigate obstacles on their delivery routes. Coco Robotics co founder and CEO Zach Rash told TechCrunch that the company's goal has always been to operate its last mile delivery robots autonomously to cut the overall costs of delivery. Now, Rash said the company has collected enough data to dive deeper into automation. He said, "We have millions of miles of data collected in the most complicated urban settings possible, and that data is incredibly important for training any sort of useful and reliable real world AI systems. We're now at the point where we have sufficient data scale where I think we can start really accelerating a lot of the research happening around physical AI." The decision to tap Zhao to lead the effort was a no-brainer, Rash said. Zhao's research around computer vision and robotics has largely focused on micro-mobility as opposed to full-scale vehicles. Coco Robotics was already collaborating with Zhao, and the company has even donated one of their bots to the school's research lab. Rash said, "Zhao is one of the leading researchers in the whole world on robot navigation, reinforcement learning, and a lot of the technologies and areas of research that are highly relevant for us. He's been very capable of recruiting some of the top researchers in the world who he's worked with in the past to come join Coco and help accelerate things on our end." This new research lab is separate from the collaboration the robotics startup has with OpenAI, which allows Coco Robotics to use OpenAI's models with the AI Research Lab, getting access to the company's robot-collected data. Coco Robotics plans to use the information and research it gathers from the lab for its own purposes for now. Rash said the company does not have plans to sell the data to its peers. Rather, it will be used for the company to improve its automation and efficiency, which will mainly pertain to the local models its robots run on. Rash said they also plan to share their research findings with the cities they operate in when applicable to help fix obstacles and infrastructure that slows their bots down. Rash said that success for this lab really looks at us offering a higher quality service at an extremely low price. How do we get our costs lower? How do we make this much more affordable for businesses and customers? I think that's going to create a tremendous amount of growth in this ecosystem. That's it from TechCrunch. For more tech stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com.